ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या योग विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्व वेदान्ताः योगाः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या योग विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां कृपया योग वेदांत दर्शन द्वारा आत्मानुभूति कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति शांति कल्याण एकता पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां पूर्णायुरारोग्यादि प्राप्ति शक्त्यादि प्राप्ति शत्रुविघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापने दिग्विजयार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री पतंजलि महर्षि प्रणीत योग दर्शन शास्त्रस्य व्यास भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ योग दर्शनाचार्याणां स्मरणं नमनं प्रार्थना। ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय नमः। ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय नमः। ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय नमः। ओम कपिलाय नमः। ओम कपिलाय नमः। ओम कपिलाय नमः। ओम पतंजलि महर्षिये नमः। ओम पतंजलि महर्षिये नमः। ओम पतंजलि महर्षिये नमः। ओम व्यास महर्षिये नमः। ओम व्यास महर्षिये नमः। ओम व्यास महर्षिये नमः। ओम अथ श्री पतंजलि महर्षि प्रणीत योग दर्शन शास्त्रम तृतीय पादः विभूति पादः सूत्राणि। Chant the first 5 sutras 2 times. Om Deshabandhah Chittasya Dharana Deshabandhah Chittasya Dharana Tatra Pratyaya Ekatanata Dhyanam Tatra Pratyaya Ekatanata Dhyanam Tadeva Arthamatra Nirbhasam स्वरूप शून्यम इव समाधिः तदेव अर्थ मात्र निर्भासम स्वरूप शून्यम इव समाधिः त्रयम् एकत्र संयमः त्रयम् एकत्र संयमः तज्जयात् प्रज्ञालोकः तज्जयात् प्रज्ञालोकः। देखो, to reach to the self and get moksha, we have to do the nirodha of the vrutthis along with its samskaras. But before we attempt that final most sadhana of the nirodha of the vritti and chitta, we have to make our chitta vrittis first of all operation worthy. It has to be brought to some level of dignity and purity. Like doctor directly will not operate the patient. He will see operation worthy. Directly the person is not put in the borders. He will be trained for 6 months and made worthy to hold that rifle, etc. In the same way, our chitta has to be brought to a certain level for it to be operated upon for the final vritti nirodha along with samskaras, after which the swarupa pratishtha kaivalya happens. This is where is the necessity of this ashtanga yoga sadhana. Ashtanga yoga sadhana, yoganga ashta, makes our chitta operation worthy. The operation is Kriya Yoga or Abhyasa Vairagya Yoga, with which we go to the higher Asampragnata Samadhi, Adarutambara Prajna, in which there are no samskaras or vritthis in the chitta to force the self to get identified and suffer as jiva. That kaivalya sthiti we achieve. Operation Varadi. Isn't it? Everywhere it is so. When you see a construction of the building, so much of building material is used, instruments are used, human beings are there. Is any one of them without making them prepared that they are just used? जैसे कंकर यूज करना है, बड़े बड़े पत्थर लाकर नहीं डालते, they are crushed and made into stones, then only it will go and become a useful material. सीमेंट ऐसे थोड़ी डालते हैं, सीमेंट को मिलाते हैं उसको पानी से, रेत भी होता है in it, rods लगा दो, ऐसा नहीं होता, they are bent, they are in different ways molded, then only they can be employed there. Any material bricks you take, ऐसा नहीं लगाते, you if they are perfect they are put, नहीं तो उसको that person उसको काट कर ना exactly लगाता जाता है, कहीं half of the place will be आधा ईंट तोड़ कर लगाना होता है at the turnings etc, depending the size of it. If the wall is to be 50 inches, ईट is 9 inch, so 9 5 is 45 हो गया, अब आखिरी 5 के लिए तो आधा ईट लगाना पड़ेगा बाथरूम वगैरह में, वॉशरूम में, तो half it he'll have to break it and put it, he makes it worthy, isn't it? Then he has to put the tiles, you can't chipkaw the tile there, first the land has to made so smooth that the tiles will stick, नहीं तो टूट जाएगा वो, टाइल भी टूटेगा और परेशान होगी. Tiles also are cut in different shapes. Material की बात हमने की. So to the instruments, है ना? Right from the crowbar onwards, every instrument they use is sharpened, made worthy there. And the particular workers, laborers. Each one is fit for one work, trained in that. He does it. Suddenly मुझे ले गए बिल्डिंग कर, मैं क्या, मैं ईट को भी ढो नहीं सकता मैं. There is a systematic way of putting the bricks on the basket on the head, bring them, pile it up there. हर एक चीज, human resource is trained, instruments are trained, material is also molded. Same way, we have to become sadhana worthy much before doing actual sadhana. Ashtanga yoga required. In that also we have already seen step by step things. Without yama, you can't do niyama. And you cannot stop at the yama level. We have to do the niyama also. Without niyama, the asana siddhi cannot come. And don't stop at the yama niyama level. Have the asana siddhi conquered. Without asana, you can't do pranayama. So to don't stop at the asana level, accomplish the next step, pranayama. And without pranayama, pratyahara cannot. But don't stop at pranayama level, reach to next achievement. And all these are bahiranga sadhana. Without these, you can't do antaranga sadhana. And don't stop at this level also. Take up the inner sadhana also. In that also, all the three are connected, related. Without dharana, you can't do dhyana. And don't stop at dharana level. Do the dhyana. Without dhyana, you can't get samadhi. So don't be satisfied or stop at dhyana level, enter into samadhi. Clear? Having discussed this, now coming to the Tritiya Pada, Vibhuti Pada. Vibhutis will be told little later, but first 10-15 sutras talk about the Antaranga Sadhana, its usability, applicability, etc. You have understood what is dharana is tying down the chitta with regard to, with respect to the desha is called dharana in connection with एक जगह पे देश. So to tying down the chitta to the object, a particular object, subtle object or it can be gross object, in that particular place only, where we have done dharana. तस्मिन् एव प्रदेशे देशबन्ध चित्तस्य धारणा, then tatra is the word used, there alone. Vratyaya ekatanata dhyana, only on one form or object. Your very disciplined we have to achieve it. And mind you, that day when we are predominantly in the Sattva Guna or in such beautiful place, or maybe a Mahatma is around, he blessed us, or in near to our house, to neighbor's house, a Mahatma came. But his power of vibration is so much that our mind also became tuned. Therefore, we could successfully do the dhyana that day. Not that. Accidentally जो होता है उसको साधना नहीं कहते, जो किया जाता है उसको साधना. Like when I go to Himalayas, because the purity of the place, sanctity of the place, divinity of the place, serenity of the place, mana is so shant, love dhyan mein. That is a prabhava of the desha kala there. That's not sadhana. Then in our own house, with all the hustle and bustle around, here when we, with our efforts, reach to the inner calmness and serenity, which by default are accidental blessings we got in the Himalayas. If we can achieve it here, then we are doing sadhana. Otherwise, every fellow in the plains for peace goes to Himalayas. Himalayas become pieces. That is why the Lord sends the calamities there. Here only for some time you come to learn that this is how the mind has to be peaceful. Generate that wherever you are. Dhyana, prayatna, on one object to the exclusion of everything else. Then third one is we ourselves as a dhyata have lost our identity in the dheya vastu to such an extent that only the dheya vastu alone is being experienced. So I have become one with it. It has become one with me. I am no more remaining as the separate effort putting dhyata of that dheya vastu. मैं उसके साथ एक हो गया. तदेव अर्थमात्र निर्भास. Artha is the object of meditation. Tadeva nirvasa. that alone exclusively being experienced. Again, to complete it, Sarupa Shonyam. Eva is a word because I can't cease to exist. I am there. But Sarupa Shunya is as if I, as an observer, meditator, is no more there as a separate entity. To that extent, we become one with it. That's called Samadhi. Now, all the three, when we have mastered, that state of Chitta is called Samyamita Chitta. That particular achievement is called Sanyama. संयम बरखना है हमको संयम को नहीं खोना that is very local way talking the word sanyama only to say don't become angry, don't become miserable because situation is like that, like the money is lost in business, you become miserable. So sanyam rakho, loss and profit are the way of the life. Or some very near dear person died, you can't bear that, bereavement is so painful. नहीं नहीं संयम रखना भाई, आज हो गए कल हम जाएंगे, कोई परमानेंट नहीं है. So we talk. That is not संयम here we are talking. देश काल वस्तु दृष्टिया चित्त is fully mastered, controlled. That is called as संयम. त्रयम एकत्र संयम. Fourth sutra. Now we are studying the fifth one. तज्जया प्रज्ञा आलोकः. Aloka means drushti or understanding. Prajna means samadhi prajna. So, they has become so sama controlled because of Sanyama that the Aloka, the drushti, is prajna yukta. To put it this way, no, very interesting if you can catch it. We got Rama Rama. Now, anything we see or anything we know, it is through the thoughts of the intellect. Is it not? It is called as Buddhi Aloka. And behind that there are the Vasanas, the influence, Vasana Aloka. Then immediately it gets colored by the mana with its Ragadvesha. Therefore, Ragadvesha Aloka. Aloka means understanding, knowledge of anything. As I told you, now, when you look at a car, if it is your own car in the garage, so it is Buddhi Aloka. There are thoughts in it. And then Vasanas are there. It is my car. Then there is a raga. Nobody should do anything to it, etc. No. Prajna Aloka means thought free knowledge. You are just directly knowing what it is. No mentation, no influence of requirement of thoughts, vasanas. That's called as Prajna Aloka. In fact, in that also what it means is no prior planning, preparation, information required. जनरली हमको कोई भी समझना तो इंट्रोडक्शन होती है ना, उठ के बिना. नो नीड ऑफ रीडिंग बुक्स. मतलब क्या है? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, वेरी फनी एग्जाम्पल, एनीथिंग like you have gone to some Himalayan range somewhere. Let us go to Himalayas today more times. Some place you stayed and somebody gave some eatable, you ate it. So if that Sanyama is there of our Chitta, that Prajna Lok say, what is this item, out of what it is made, and how long it is taken for cooking it, which are the things that are added. Without tension, worry, anxiety, or even inquiring, it just clicks. That's called Prajna Aloka. That which takes hours, days for others to understand. In that effort, they misunderstand. These Prajna Aloka Jagrata Vyakti, instantaneous, about everything. Somebody is suffering, he knows what is the disease. Somebody failed, he knows where he has gone wrong. Prajna Aloka. Effortless. Prajna Aloka. Very, matlab unbiased. There's no decision. From his side, there's nothing, but देखते पता चल जाता. Pakistan. So he just very clearly knows that the three parties are there. One have support of the public, the other two are because of the force of army, other is what sympathy things. Then there will be a hunger thing. They know it. They will even can visualize and see. The coalition will happen, then people will be restless, there will be some months, there will be more and more chaos there. And they have to go through those 10 years or 5 years. Others can't help, they can't take help from others. Within that, they suffer it is. And the realization will come from the army itself that we are army people, not necessary that we have the wisdom to grow or develop the country in all aspects. Therefore, let us support, but let somebody matured from the public only come to lead, like in India or any other countries. And the army never takes the reins of ruling. Anywhere it has taken, it is like the Germany, Hitler, or these the Pakistan ke fellows. Total chaos of the nation. Because in that army training, one type of training will be there. लड़ाई करो, युद्ध करो, धमका दो, सप्रेस करो. उससे राज्य नहीं चलता. You have to stoop to conquer, you have to compromise, you have to make friends with, you have to be humble. आर्मी वाले कहाँ है humbleness उनको? They can't have that. About our Saji sir, Ji sir, they tell outside. But inside, even Subedar has his own. Such way you can't rule the country. The international diplomacy within also, isn't it? So that the army will realize, then there will be a backs by outside supporter to whoever, like in India, other countries. Very strong army, very powerful. How many हमारे इंडियन आर्मी पूरा मिला के कितना होगा 80-60 लाख तो होगा आई डोंट नो एग्जैक्ट whole army and big people but they only support government they don't interfere in it an intelligent person comes and does it so this prajna aloka person will know it he just see how you ask him what about Ukraine Russia war and they'll be coming to a peak level they will become or the main influencers, they will become old and die. The next generation will go in its own way. So to China, how much there is a Mahatma Kanksha, till that fellow is there, thereof the maturity will come. Prajna lok, how long this Israel Hamas का युद्ध होएगा? I'm just telling, जिनका प्रज्ञा लोग होता है ना, he just there, you ask them, they just clearly say. Unseen, unknown things, the secrets are revealed to him. Just like that. Not like a Jyotishi, but much, much more than the Jyotishi. Ah, प्रज्ञा आलोक, जो लुक एट इट द पास्ट प्रेजेंट फ्यूचर पता चल जाता है, एयरटेल की शादी होगा कि नहीं, बोलेंगे इसका 3 बार शादी होगा, स्टिल ही विल बी अ बैचलर टुवर्ड द एंड देख because through this ayama, when the mind is controlled, by that time lot of vasanas etc go away. Then individualization of the upadhi is transcended. You become one with the total. Therefore, the total knowledge starts revealing to us, irrespective of desha, kala, and all. That will be coming little later also. Okay, we have seen this one. तज्जयात प्रज्ञा लोकः. ओके, तस्य संयमस्य जयातु. हम्म, हम्म, प्रज्ञायाः भवति आलोकः. सो यथा यथा संयमः स्थिरपदो भवति, more and more we are establishing in the sthirata of the sanyama, tatha tata, there and there, then and then, samadhi prajna visharadi bhavati. The prajna becomes visharadi. Visharadi means intuitive, subtle, effortless, unbiased, uncolored prajna will be there happening for that person. Okay? Vaisharadya, Vaisharadyancha अति सूक्ष्म भावित आदि अर्थानां पर प्रत्यक्षीकरण सामर्थ्यम इति. What is the meaning of Vaisharadhya? Is atyanta sukshma vishayas. He will be able to understand and he will be able to explain to others that they also understand. That is called as Vaisharadhyam. And Prajna Vaisharadhya means the speciality in him, the special Prajna of having unbiased, uncolored, correct, complete knowledge of everything. Prajna means knowledge. इसलिए. Okay. So this way कि आलोकः दीप्तिर्भवति. So स्थिरपदः भवति, विशारदी भवति. So वैशारद्या अंचित वैशारद्यं च अतिसूक्ष्म भावितादि अर्थानां परप्रत्यक्षीकरण सामर्थ्यम इति. So he will also will be able to understand, he will be able to make others to understand the sublime things just without any effort. That's the meaning of Tajyat Prajna Aloka. Now you are developing your Sanyamata of the mana. Now what you have to do? You have to use it for your higher and higher evolution. You can't be without using it, nor you should stop using it at only one level. Because spiritual sadhana is progressive. Till the ultimate is reached, you cannot be satisfied or stop anywhere for any of the trupti. Isn't it? Like मैंने थोड़ा जप किया या पूजा किया 10 मिनट, इससे तृप्ति होने से साधना नहीं होता. Sadhana has to be all the time aiming at the next stage, next step, and working for it. And that is why the next sutra, sixth one, is very beautiful. What it is? Tasya bhumishu viniyogaha. Tasya bhumishu viniyogaha. Tasya bhumishu viniyogaha. That Sanyamita Chitta has to be used in each of the bhumi for growing. Okay, the three bhumis we discussed yesterday little, more tomorrow we'll do. One bhumi is in removing the negativities or the kleshas, kama, krodha, raga, dvesha. The second bhumi is in creating the conducive thoughts or emotions for the sadhana, like Guru Bhakti, Shastra Bhakti, regularity, sincerity. These are all the qualities of chitta only, no? तो संयमित चित्त से इन चीजों को ले आना जिनकी जरूरत है. Like you control the car, You will not allow it to go in the wrong place, and you take it in the right direction. No, that's called Sanyamita of the car. Sanyama Chitta is not Chitta is destroyed that it is not used. It is controlled with respect to Desha Kala Vastu. It is in our hands. So we'll pull it away from that Desha, that Kala, that Vastu, which is non-conducive for sadhana. And in that we give all the conducive things. This is called as second Bhumishu Vinyoga. Third is in Vedanta contemplation on the truth. Or here toward the Swarupa Pratishtha, मीन्स दैट निरोध समाधि के लिए हम इसको यूज कर रहे हैं. सद्गुण का दुर्गुणा रिमूवल, सद्गुणा gaining, and the actual sadhana, let us say abhyasa vairagya, using it for that. That is called as bhumishu vinyoga. Further, Vyasa Bhashya will tell us. Tomorrow we will study that. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu. Wonderful it will be.